Thank you very much. My apologies for the slight technical delay there. We had a slight last minute change in the performance, but thank you very much, New Wave Volleyball Club, for inviting the Dynamic Dog Club Traveling Circus to perform for you tonight. So the purpose of our little circus is to raise money for Patriot Service Dogs. Patriot Service Dogs is a nonprofit organization based in Florida that raises money to provide a trained service dog to a disabled vet. And these service dogs can perform all kinds of duties for the disabled vet. A vet might have PTSD, might have a traumatic brain injury, might be missing a limb, or any other kind of disability. And these service dogs save a veteran's life in many, many, many cases. In 2011, the Patriot Service Dogs joined with the Lowell Correctional Institute, which is a women's prison in Ocala, Florida. And these female inmates are trained then to train the service dogs. And these service dogs are there for 2 years, going through an intensive training. And then we have volunteers who break the dogs out of jail on the weekends. And these volunteers bring them home and introduce them to the real world. Take them to the grocery store, to the movies, everywhere that the vet will eventually take them. And so we really rely on our volunteers, our weekend volunteers as well. Does anybody know the difference between a therapy dog and a service dog? So the performers that you see tonight are all therapy dogs. They go to nursing homes and cancer centers, memory care centers, and facilities of all types. Their goal is to bring a smile to the people that they serve. A service dog is trained specifically for the disabilities of that disabled vet. And that service dog can accompany that vet anywhere that that vet goes. And that is by law. So our first service dog, Radar, graduated this past June, and he is the Golden Retriever, pictured on the table there, with the vet that he is now with. And this vet is in Nebraska, and so we're a little afraid that Radar might want to come home, be called to Florida, because he was born and raised in Florida, and he really doesn't know what that Nebraska winter is going to be like. This program is also very beneficial to the women inmates because it gives them a purpose in life and it gives them a vocation when they have completed their sentence at the Correctional Institute. So it's a win-win situation all the way around. So we're going to proceed with the show now. We really appreciate your donations. The money is used not only to sponsor a dog for a disabled veteran, it can also be used for financial needs of the dog if the service member needs that help as well. Any donations can be made, the checks can be made out to Patriot Service Dogs, and we appreciate your cash donations as well. And so at the end of the evening, I'll be over by the donation basket. So now we're going to go on with the show, and I'm going to introduce the ringmaster, Dottie Crane, to you as soon as I start the music.
Pretend you never saw me before. Oh. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages. Welcome to the New Wave Big Top! Featuring the Dynamic Dog Club Traveling Circus. Now Now, all of our dogs are certified therapy dogs. But tonight, for your thrills, chills, and total amazement, they have transformed themselves into circus clowns, dancers, and ferocious and unpredictable beasts. Now, due to the close proximity of our beasts and you, our beloved audience, our attorneys have insisted that each and every one of you sign our liability release form. You have signed our liability release form. You have? All of you?
Yeah.
Say they've signed it.
So read.
This is a first. Well then, there's nothing to stop us from introducing our star-studded cast. Lolly was the first one to run away and join the circus. Of course we tried to talk her out of it, but every time she got near a suitcase, she'd start packing it. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I did not want to have to do this in front of such an esteemed audience. But this part of the circus is going to be X-rated. I thought some of you would enjoy that. Because Lolly likes to perform in the nude. Those of you with delicate sensibilities, please avert your eyes. Now, as I was saying, every time she got near a suitcase, she'd start packing it. Seeing that kind of determination, we just couldn't say no. So we let her go ahead and join the circus. And because she's mostly Pekingese with ancestors from all the way around the world in China, she became known as the world-famous upside-down dog. Because she likes to look at everything and everybody upside down. But sir, if she's looking at you upside down, do not stand on your head. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, after years of working as the world-famous upside-down dog, her persistence and dedication and unbridled enthusiasm paid off, and she became the owner of the circus. And she keeps a close eye on all of the acts from her throne's prominent viewing position. And as owner of the circus, she feels that she now has attained celebrity status, and she requires her own personal assistant. Now, we've all met our gorgeous golden doodle, Murray, who serves as our usher. And I see that you all have pretty good seats, so he must have done his usual excellent job. Come on in, Murray, and get a thank you. Now, Mickey Mouse is a Yorkshire Terrier, and he's the circus clown. He has been with the circus since its very inception. Now, some people say, oh, that's a wind-up dog. Do any of you think it's a wind-up dog? No, you're smarter than that. It's not a wind-up dog. He's battery-operated. Now, I told you that Lolly is originally from China, and she must still have some pretty good connections there because she has negotiated with the authorities for the loan of our next performer. Please welcome Remy the Panda Bear. Charlie is a toy poodle who is always up to something funny. So when he tried out for the circus as a jester, they hired him on the spot. Our dainty little Chihuahua, Tinkerbell, has transformed herself into the very rare twin-tailed pygmy giraffe. Let's watch her lope into the big top. Lope, little giraffe. Lope. Lope.
Let's go. Let's go. It's a little reluctant.
She's also an excellent skater. What? Oh no. How did they? Oh, what am I supposed to do? Ladies and gentlemen, do not panic. But Chloe, aka Simba, our almost trained lion, has escaped. And she's chasing her terrified trainer. And she's coming this way. Wait a minute. There's no reason to be afraid. She's already had her big meal for the day, hasn't she, Tammy?
I think I forgot that.
Ladies and gentlemen, be very still and try to act like you're not afraid, because animals can sense fear. Is she under control? I've got her. I warned you that the circus can be a very dangerous place, so before we go any further, we're going to ask our resident circus chaplain, Mickey Mouse, to say a little silent prayer for everyone involved in the circus. Can we say a prayer for everyone all around the new Wave Circus tent? Well, about 70 75% of you are covered. So, on to the show. Let's see who's arriving to work in style. It's Charlie in his brand new car. Charlie. Congratulations on the new car. But Charlie, why are you so late? What? I'm talking to you, Charlie. Why are you so late? You were coming to work and you passed the clownmobile and it was broken down on the side of the road? Charlie, why didn't you pick up those clowns and bring them to work in your car? You're never going to make an Uber driver like that. Charlie, go park your car and check in on the time clock. I think he only has his learner's permit. You need to look where you're going, too. Wait a minute, the clowns aren't coming. You can't have a circus without clowns. Unless you'd like to help. Simba, can you pass out the necessary equipment? Now those of you lucky enough to be getting these impressive souvenir clown noses, feel free to take them home with you where you can clown around with them as much as you would like.
Simba, get out of there. He doesn't have fried chicken.
I wasn't talking to you. Get back to Oh, good news! The clownmobile's coming after all. It seems that Mickey, in his dedication to the circus, as soon as he heard about the breakdown, he rushed to the scene and has pushed the clownmobile all the way back to the new Wave Big Top. Here he is.
It's hard on that rug.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness Mickey believes in the old circus adage, the show must go on. Thank you, Mickey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to be very quiet because Chloe, aka Simba, our almost trained lion, is now going to attempt some very difficult feats on the high wire. And please note, she is doing it without a net.
Climb. Simba, over here. Simba. Over here, Simba. Sit. Wait. Climb, Simba. Okay, ready? Sit.
Sit. Paws up, Simba. All the way, Simba. All the way, Simba. Paws up. Yes. Okay. All right, Simba. Climb. Okay, sit. Sit, Simba. Wave, Simba. Paws up. Wave. Okay, one moment, Simba. We have a little Happy Meal from McDonald's. Do you guys mind if we start eating a little bit? Simba is very hungry today. She didn't have her breakfast. We have a burger, fries, and a cookie. Okay, wait, Simba. Back, Simba, back up. Oh, that's very good. Okay. Now, Simba, I want you to pick out the French fries this time, okay? Go get the French fries. Not the cookie. No cookies until after you eat. Go get your French fry. Go get it. Okay. Now, Simba. Oh, back over here. Simba. So everybody can see you. Okay, ready? Drop. Okay. Now, you know the Happy Meal doesn't have a lot of vegetables in it? Okay, so we have to make her eat her peas. All right, you ready? We're going to eat your peas. Okay. Let's eat your peas. Oh! One more pea. Oh! Yay! May I have the beach ball? Now every
volleyball?
Yes, the volleyball. Do you guys happen to know anybody that plays volleyball here? Well, Simba plays volleyball in the pool and at the beach. Simba, pay attention. Over here. Okay, Simba, you ready? We're gonna volley. Ready? Are you ready? All right, ready? Now, go! Yes! One more time, Simba! Okay, now, let's just get ready for the fire lessons. Now, I better take this, I'm gonna need it. Over here, Simba. We are going to prepare what we did in rehearsal today. It didn't go so good. Her eyebrows got a little singed. However, it's not going to happen like that, Simba. Not this time. All right. I need you to come up here on the high wire, baby. Up here, baby. Climb. Up here, right here. Simba! Up here. Okay. Let me have a fiery hoop. All right, may I have a little bit of quiet here? All right, Simba. Here we go, Simba. Jump! Simba, one more trick. Come over here. You have been very good today. Have a seat. Sit.
There we go.
Okay, tell everybody what you think today. Hold it. Hold it. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That was astounding. Yes. Now, you know, one of the best things about going to the circus is eating the junk food. I mean, what's better than a good old circus hot dog? So taking advantage of this, Charlie has decided to moonlight between acts as a refreshment vendor.
We got some low-calorie treats. Small beverages. Just a couple calorie candies. Anyone? Anyone? Take advantage. You may not be here long. Everybody.
No one purchased a tiny snack? Okay.
Oh, you're stuck.
Now, Lolly is normally a trapeze artist, but we were unable to get the proper permit to hang the trapeze rigging. So, I'm going to have to hypnotize Lolly to make her think that she's on the trapeze. But I need to warn you that if any of you are susceptible to hypnotism, do not look at my magic crystal. Okay. Were you looking at my magic crystal, sir?
I was.
Thank you for being honest, but it could get embarrassing. Okay. Lolly, you are getting very sleepy. Very sleepy, Lolly. And when you awaken, you're going to think that you're flying through the air with the greatest of ease, but you'll actually be doing your gymnastic routine on the floor. Awaken! One thing our animals do very well. Oh, she sneezed! Oh, she sneezed. You sneezed. Get a Kleenex. Lolly. We've had this talk about personal hygiene. Lolly, get a Kleenex. Get a Kleenex. Get it. Thank you. Now that you've gotten that out of your system. Yes! Yes! Yay! Don't sneeze again. Go back. Turn around. And tap. And tap. Okay, can you just say, thank you for watching my tricks? Really? Now is when you pick to do the repairs? We're in the middle of a show here. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed by one of our sideshow barkers. Oh, come on. Rough audience. Anyway, one of our sideshow barkers told me that they have spotted some escaped convicts on the grounds, and they are known pickpockets. Yes. So everyone, please keep a sharp eye out and stay safe. Thank you. Oh, is it the pickpocket?
Yeah.
Security, security! I'm so sorry. Security! Security!
That away.
Wait a minute. Come here. This is security? And she's already got her weapon drawn? There? Who hired you? Okay, go get the culprit. Go get the culprit. He went that way. We've got to go on with the show. Ah, this is ridiculous. Tiny the Terrific, which is Mickey Mouse's alter ego, is now going to amaze and astound you with his jumping and balancing exploits. First, the hurdles and hoops. And now, Mickey is going to try to perform on one of the most hazardous of all obstacles in all of circusdom. The balance beam. Ooh. Yes.
I think he had too much to drink.
We'll skip that. We'll skip
He's praying before this next day. And now Mickey is going to attempt to balance on the balance beam while spinning. You have to balance on the balance beam, you cheater. While spinning a ball. Get up there on that balance beam. And now, Mickey is going to attempt what no other circus performer would dare. He is going to balance on the balance beam while having his little hands on top of a bejeweled pyramid. And then he will stand on one leg. Wow. Yes. And now can you stand? Oh, yes! He just wanted to build a little suspense. And now he's going to climb to death-defying heights to acknowledge the audience's appreciation. Thank you, Tiny. How about a hand for our stage hands? Thank you. Three rings and the circus have been synonymous since the beginning of time. Sparing no expense, we are now setting up the legendary 3 rings for the new Wave Big Top. Can I see, Charlie? Wait, is Charlie in the yellow ring, Remy in the pink ring, and Tinkerbell in the green ring? We have some bands. Bands out there. Now these dogs are amazing champion spinners, but normally they spin suspended from a rope hung in the rafters. But we had that permit problem. So they're going to try to spin on the floor, held down by the unmerciless weight of gravity on their little legs. Yes, so let's see if they can do it. Okay, spin, little dog, spin! Oh, the synchronicity! I'm getting a little dizzy. Oh, thank you so much. That was outstanding. And now, Charlie is going to ring a bell just as though he were commanding attention at the waterfront inn. Where is that desk clerk? Thank you, Charlie. And now, straight off an acclaimed run at the Sharon, Remy and Tinkerbell are going to play for your listening pleasure a piano concerto duet. Yes. Oh, how heartfelt. Can't you just feel empathy coming from their little souls and going down their little legs into the keyboard? Oh, that's just amazing. And now, Charlie's joining in on percussion. Yes! Oh, doesn't it just make you want to dance? Feel free. Oh, that's breathtaking. And I know all you music lovers out there feel the same way. Yes. Their latest CD is available in the lobby after the show. Thank you, little dogs. And now the act that you have all heard about, the obstacle course extravaganza, where we ask these same little talented dogs to show their courage by jumping over a sleeping lion Maybe the lion wasn't the only one sleeping. And then, racing through a flaming tunnel, and finally traversing over a mountain of a polar bear. Lions and tunnels and bears. Oh my. Simba seemed to have a case of insomnia. Okay, Rennie. Do you have the courage, Rennie?
Jump. Tunnel.
Thank you, Rennie. Woo! That was wonderful. And now, Charlie. Now, Charlie, I've got to warn you, Charlie is a speed demon. So if you blink, you may miss it.
Charlie, up.
And now, little Tinkerbell. Do you have the courage of the other dogs? And maybe Tinkerbell will favor us with her signature twirl at the end. Watch for it. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure and honor to tell you that we have found one of the last living descendants of that great mystic of the East, Karnak the Magnificent. Remember him? Yes. Well, we have found his last living descendant, and he has agreed to come all the way to the villages. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not he. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Rennie the Remarkable! Oh, Rennie, we are so honored to be in your presence.
I stepped on it.
Someone laughing at Rennie? Now, ladies and gentlemen, Rennie is going to demonstrate his miraculous cognitive abilities. We have envelopes with questions never before seen by human or dog eyes, hermetically sealed in these envelopes. Yet, Rennie will be able to ascertain the answer to the aforementioned question. Anytime you're ready, Remy. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Remy has a touch of laryngitis. So I'm going to try to faithfully translate what he whispers to me. Okay, let's try this again. A watchdog.
A watchdog.
That's what I said. What kind of dog keeps the best time?
Very good. Oh, watchdog.
Because he was seeing spots.
Because he was seeing spots.
Why did the Dalmatian go to the eye doctor? Ladies and gentlemen, I hold in my hand the last envelope. He stole the show.
Stole the show.
What happened when the dog went to the flea circus? Takes you a minute, doesn't it? Did I discern booze? Thank you, Remy. It's not you, it's me. Remy, before you go, could you give us one last prognostication? An accident? You didn't repeat that one.
That's terrible.
It is terrible. I'll have to think about that. Okay, thank you so much for joining us, Remy, and for this miraculous display. An accident? Well, I guess it's not that unusual that he would predict an accident because this is the circus and there are so many dangerous acts. You've probably been wondering yourself, with all of these horrific acts, isn't it inevitable that one of your performers might get injured? And the answer is yes. But don't worry, we have an emergency plan in place. And we're going to just demonstrate that as soon as the next accident happens. They have to, oh, an accident. As soon as our first responder, Murray, hears of the accident, he races in, sounds the alarm. Yes, and then he grabs his first aid kit and races off to summon the circus ambulance. Manned by Nurse Chloe. She plops the poor victim, in this case Charlie. Oh, you can see his head is already bandaged. Takes him off to rehab. He'll be better in no time. Ladies and gentlemen, no animals were harmed during this demonstration. Now, this is just about the conclusion of our circus, but we always like to end with a patriotic salute to our armed forces, our veterans, and the United States of America. Mickey will be our flag bearer, and the rest of the circus troupe will serve as honor guard.
Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. But the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died and gave that right to me. And gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. I want to thank all of our performers and their trainers, but we couldn't do the circus without the wonderful help of our backstage crew. So please help me thank our stagehands, Debbie and Bean, our music manager, Kathy, on short notice. And Bean was also our handyman. And Wally's personal assistant, Norma, and our videographer, Gary. And we want to thank you, New Wave Volleyball Club, for letting us set up our tent with you tonight. As you can see, we're passionate about our dogs and also about our very worthy charity, the Patriot Service Dogs, which provides free trained service dogs to our disabled veterans. It's a wonderful program that I think Kathy explained to you, and that's what we do the circus for, is strictly on donations. So we hope that you enjoyed the show and that you will give generously to our little basket that will be conveniently located by the door, just waiting for your donation. So thank you in advance for your generosity. And now, we'd like to give you an opportunity to get up close and personal with our beasts. You can feel free to love on them and snuggle them because they've returned to their natural, sweet therapy dog state. They are no longer ferocious and unpredictable. Well, yeah, they're still unpredictable, but they're no longer ferocious, so feel free.